This poem is about my dad. It's called My Dad Got Sacked by Simon Cowell. To love your dad will drive you mad. It ain't like loving your mum when the quantity of love is equal to the sum of all the things she's done. No, loving your dad ain't the same. It's more like going to church, believing in God, and when that faith starts to dwindle, there's a sign. You get a text. How you getting on in the new job? It's a spiritual commitment to stay in love with your dad, no matter how many lifts from the pub you've had. That bond always seems a little far out to grab as it dangles, dropping lines like, "You're doing well, son," or "There's a good lad." Because he doesn't talk much. He's not great with his ears. I've never seen him shout or shed a tear, but then he'll do something every couple of years that shows the fire rages wilder than how it appears. So it's 2005, right? And Simon Cowell's in town, auditions to take the next X Factor crown. And my dad likes the song. So I said, "Dad, pick a tune and let's head down." And he says yes, but he looks at me probably thinking he's going to cry so hard when he doesn't get through that first round. But I practice Let Me Love You by Mario. Not just the song, but the dance, and I even skip school to give me more of a chance. And on the Friday morning, as we leave, I see my mum and dad share a glance, and I can't quite place it. Maybe my dad was just shitting his pants. But after hours of queuing, it was us up next, and my dad goes in first, and I shout, "Dad, don't worry, you're the best." And he's in and out like a flash, and I say, "Dad, do you get through? Don't worry, just go." Keeping things very close to his chest. I go in, sing the song, but I wasn't really there. I just wanted my dad to progress. And it turns out we both got 4 no's. A clean sweep of rejection, a very hard pill to swallow. And after the long drive home, Mum opened the door and said, "You're both so brave. You're my little heroes." And after chippy tea, we've forgotten all about the show. So Monday arrives and school awaits as I'm scared what my mates might say on the way to the gates. And as I leave for school, my dad, who's usually gone to work by now, is at the kitchen table eating toast from a plate. He says, "Come and join me, son, and I'll drive you to school so you won't be late." And I eat my toast in silence. Then my mind wanders to what my mates might say. Now my dreams of being an R&B star seem very far away. And that week, my dad got up, drove me to school, back and forth every day. And it wasn't until 20 years later, I was told that week my dad wasn't on a work holiday. Now when I asked my dad to go into the X Factor with me that week, he said yes without asking his job. It was 3 weeks in advance. So he asked his job, "Can I get the day off?" And they said, "Under no circumstances are you allowed that Friday off." My dad never took a day off in his life. He's never sick. So my dad said, because it can be quite prickly, "I'm not going to be here on that Friday, so do what you like." And his work said, "You're not going to have a job for you when you come back on Monday if you don't come on the Friday." And that's what explained the glance my mum and dad shared on that Monday morning. My dad knew he was getting fired all week. He did go to the yard on that Monday, hoping that work had forgotten about the conversation, but he was met by security and a P45. They might not text your love hearts or call every day, and when you really want to bond, they never know what to fucking say. They'll bemuse you and confuse you because it's just their way. But my love for my dad is a faith, and my belief is here to stay.